Hi, I'm Capiche. Last month I got bored of my main project, so I took a break and decided to make a video game. Now, I've never sat in a CS class. I have zero experience making games. The closest I've come is building a few artsy websites with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, so nothing like this. But I had an idea. Something trippy, something weird, something spiritual, and something fun. I opened up Milanote and started sketching it out. The player has done too many drugs and is now stuck in his own head. To escape, he has to journey through 5 realms, loosely inspired by Zen Buddhism. Originally, I wanted to add more drugs and deities, but I figured it makes sense to keep it inside the Buddhist framework, seeing that I don't have to worry about them showing up at my door, taking offense at how I treat their abstractions. And to get started, I needed some design elements, specifically characters. Now, full disclosure, I can barely draw a straight line with a ruler. Outside of the occasional amateurish sketch, I don't do much hand-drawn art, but I landed on this style and ran with it. I even drew a few of my friends to sneak in as Easter eggs, and Mojo Jojo's in here too, because why not? With sprite sheets and tile sets ready, I started building levels. And because I was lazy, the first draft ended up being the final for almost every level. You're high on shrooms, platforming your way through a surreal landscape. You meet Bodhidharma and Aldous Huxley. You're tripping on acid, and you meet Alan Watts and Lao Tzu. It ends with a simple puzzle. Nothing wild, you just have to be patient. And this level was a personal tribute to Doctor Who. In this level, the player's on DMT, so it's set in 3D. It has the weeping angels, and they work exactly how they're supposed to. Keep your eyes on the statues, and you'll be good. Get to the end of the hall, and hit Q to interact with the TARDIS. Growing up, I never got a good Doctor Who game, so I figured I'll just do it myself. Someone should make a full game out of this. Hopefully someone with more skills than me. You meet Zhuangzi, he gives you a gift. You end up chasing Cthulhu in a doodle jump style level. You can't catch him, but that's kind of the point. Keep going up and the player will eventually consume the gift and make his way onto the next level. I was gonna name the bosses something like Anxiety and Depression, but Nightborn just sounded way cooler. At the end of this level you die, and then you meet God. And then you travel through the second and third bardos. Honestly, this part was the whole reason I made the game. This is the payoff. There are also a bunch of cheat codes. If you type in John Cena, your character goes invisible and can't interact with anything. Red Bull gives you wings. I Love Kanye makes you invincible for 30 seconds. Celeste gives you Celeste-style movements, including the dash if you hit X. There are more, but they're not very hard to find. I made some sound effects, added in an original track, and sprinkled in piano versions of songs I enjoy. You can switch tracks at any time using the square brackets. So yeah. That's my little break project turned spiritual platformer. I was doing some artwork, but then I changed my mind and put in significantly less effort. Earlier today, I published it on itch.io. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the trip.